This is our new storage building. Still a few little cosmetic things that need to be done, but it's functionally usable now. And we had this built primarily to cover up the well, and but I went ahead and just had them make a bigger building so we could store all of our garden stuff and bee stuff out here. And anyway, we've got a nice roll-up door, just like you'd see in a storage closet kind of a place, so that it doesn't get in the way. And on the side over here is the little porch that I had them add, so we could just sit here and get out of the sun if we're over here working in the garden, or if it rains. And we can just kind of sit under there and watch the garden grow, so to speak. And there's the garden, like just right over there inside the fence, and the apple trees. And so, you know, it's kind of a little refuge for us. And anyway, they did a pretty good job on the building. It's all enclosed. It's all metal exterior, and they put the metal soffit and fascia on it to cover that up, to close it in. So it's all nice and boxed in. And on the back side here, there's a couple of windows in the building, so we can get some light inside. But on the back side here, I had them build a little cover. This is the primary reason even for the project, was to have a little place for the well, so we could get the well covered and protected. And so that's what this little building that's connected to it is for. And we can lock this up. And then inside here, there's still some work that has to be done yet, but there's the wellhead right there. And but it's just a little enclosure, and we're going to put some insulation in here and seal it up real well, so that in the winter time this will be protected somewhat, and we won't have frozen pipes. But they went ahead, and I didn't ask them to do this, but they did, and I guess it worked out pretty good. They put some concrete on the floor here, so that you know, you can get in here and walk around and not be in the mud and everything else. So anyway, we'll see how that plays out. I guess we could rip it out of here. It's not that thick, so we could rip it out if we needed to. Anyway, and in the winter, this winter, we're going to build a foam box and just stick right over the top of this equipment right here, so that all the heat from inside the well that comes up through the vent will just stay right inside that box and keep the pipes warm. And I think it'll be pretty safe if we seal it up real good. The main thing is just keeping the cold drafts off of it and that kind of thing, and what little warmth comes up, just making sure we capture that. And anyway, so that's and we can put a lock on this and keep intruders out. So anyway, that's pretty much it. And I'm thinking about putting some this kind of looks like an old store or something on the front there with that doorway. And I'm thinking about just finding some old advertising signs, you know, Coke signs and stuff like that, even if they're reproductions, and just putting them on either side of this door right here, and like one of those old thermometers right here on the side, and then something right up there just under the gable peak, like a big Coke sign or something like that, you know, and just kind of so when people walk up, it kind of has that look. So anyway, yeah, they put this ramp on here too, which is cool. The floor is a little higher than I thought it was going to be. So they put this ramp in it, and they've still got to cover that with some. They're going to put some rubber over the ramp. But anyway, but the purpose of the little porch here is to keep the rain off the door. And let me see if I can find the key to the lock here. We got a nice lock here. We can. There we go. There we go. We've already started moving stuff in here. So anyway, we've got a little bit of attic storage up there, and there's a couple of sheets of OSB up there that we're going to just kind of use for shelving, and we can just get on a step stool and throw stuff up there out of the way that we don't use much. But anyway, it's 10 by 16, and there's the metal. You can see that's the exterior of the building there, so there's really not much between us and the outdoors here, but it'll keep the rain off, and it'll keep the wind off our stuff, and give us a lot of room here to store some of our junk that was kind of filling up the cabin. And there's still a lot of room in here, even with all the stuff we've moved over. And I got a few things I want to bring in here this morning. But anyway, see the door here. This is really cool. See, it doesn't take up much space. It just rolls up. It's a roll-up door, so it just rolls right up, right above the door opening, and it's not in the way. We still got usable space right up there if the door's open for the attic. And anyway, so yeah, so far we're pretty happy with this, and you can kind of see also the gable for the little building where they attach this one to it right there. And anyway, but our plan is on this wall over here, we're going to put a breaker panel and feed the well. So right now we plug the well cord directly into this generator, and I want to be able to eliminate the need to have to even go in the well house. So we're just going to put a breaker box like right here on the wall and feed a circuit down into the well, and then we'll have over on the wall over here will be on the exterior wall will be a plug for the generator, so we can just roll the generator outside and plug it right into the wall outside and power up everything, and feed the breaker box that'll sit inside here, and that'll power the well and light and the power outlet and that kind of stuff if we need to, and the generator can sit outside. And anyway, so that's it. And here's a view out of our window here where we can see the garden and all that wonderful stuff. So that's it.